A woman of prayer. It's the perfect time to be transformed. I'm Dorinda Morrison with 2 minutes of insight and inspiration. Welcome to 2-Minute Transformation. Yesterday we looked at Hannah, a provoked woman. Today we are looking at Hannah, a woman of prayer. We find her story in 1 Samuel chapter 1. She is on her way to the temple. Her rival, year after year, was provoking her, trying to keep her away from God's plan and purpose for her life. Yes, she was provoked. Yes, she cried. But the enemy's attacks did not deter her from her mission of going to the temple and crying out to God. Verses 9 through 18 tells of her trip to the temple. She was a woman on a mission. She had a prayer in her heart. Her heart was heavy. She had carried a desire in her heart that had turned into a burden far too long. She needed answers. She needed peace. So what else was she to do but to pray and pour her heart out to God? Let me ask you, when was the last time you poured your heart out to God? When was the last time you truly gave that burden over to Him? When was the last time you lifted your loved one's name up before the Lord? Life can be crazy, and you may not have the time to go to the temple as Hannah did, but 1 Thessalonians 5:17 says this, "Pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Prayer is not to be looked upon as a chore or something that's hard to do, but simply as having a conversation with a loving God. When a friend calls on the phone, it's a pleasure to talk to them and have a conversation with them. Prayer is just simply having a conversation with our God. Hannah was a woman of prayer. She wasn't afraid of talking to God. Let her be our example. Perhaps you see yourself in Hannah. You've carried a heavy heart way too long. That burden has become too heavy to bear. That heartache is just too painful to carry around any longer. So let me encourage you to do as Hannah did. Pour your heart out to God today and be transformed.